All right, guys, so finally got the 2020 Ecodiesel in. This is a 1500. It does have the Ramboxes. It's a limited, and it has the multifunction tailgate. And I like the chrome bumpers. Most of the ones that I found had the black bumpers. That's just not something, it's not my preference. So basically that's why I had to order this truck. We couldn't locate one anywhere that had the chrome bumpers. So I ordered it through our local dealership. They did a great job. Ordering was super easy, and the truck came in less than 6 weeks. I think we were right at 5 weeks on delivery. So anyway, just a good experience all the way around. I've had a ton of questions on, I guess, the speedometer calibrator. I've used the Hypertech on this one. Now I did go ahead and install, let me flip this camera around. Okay, so I did go ahead and install my wheels and tires, and I was going to put the leveling kit, and I had the upper control arms and the Daystar spacers. I actually sold that stuff, and what I decided to do is I'm going to do the 4-inch BDS on it. Just lots of good reviews on that, and 4 inches isn't that much lift, and just decided that's what I'm going to do on this one. I leveled the last one that I had, my 2019 1500, that was the Hemi. This is the Hypertech that I used, and the part number is a little bit faded out. Let's see here. It looks like it's a 752504 or 762504. Anyway, if you go to Hypertech's website, I did have to update it. I used it on my 2019 gas 5.7. It worked great. And then I had to update it for my 2019 Ram 2500. It worked great on that. And then I went to plug it in on this one. Of course, it said it wasn't compatible. Plugged it right in. We used Hypertech's update software. Took it back out here, worked like a champ. I mean, it just programmed it. I did it at 34.25 for these 35s, and it was a little bit off, and I bumped it down to exactly 34 inches. And with GPS, it's on the money. So that's the Hypertech one I used. And the other question I get a lot of is, will 35s clear on a stock truck or on a leveling kit? These are 22 by 10 fuel assaults, and I want to put them on for y'all just to show you. This truck does have the off-road package, so it does sit up, I guess, about an inch higher. You know, if you order the truck with the 22s that doesn't have the off-road package, you may be an inch lower, but I still cleared those on my other truck. There's nothing done to this truck. It is stock suspension right now. And what I did is if you look, there's a little splash guard thing. This is actually the other side, but it goes down here by the running board. You pull those plastics off because you're not going to clear. I'm going to put these back on after I get my lift, just because I kind of like the look of them. But you don't have to run those. And for me to clear these tires right now, that's exactly what I used. There's a little bitty metal bracket under here that comes out for the push pin for that bracket. And basically take a hammer, just knock it back. If you ever need to reuse it, you can pop it back out. And then I zip tied the plastic fenders back. And I have zero rub with these tires on stock suspension. Like I say, guys, that's 35, 1250, 22 on 22 by 10 wheels. Zero rub. And that's in the normal suspension setting right now. And on the off-road package, what you'll notice is you get entry, exit, aero, normal, and off-road. If you don't have the off-road package, you actually get one more setting on your air suspension. You get the entry, exit, you get aero, off-road 1, off-road 2. So it has two options, or I'm sorry, it has one more option for the non-off-road package. So I did put the 35s on. Before the 35s at 75 miles an hour, it was turning about 2250, 2300, something like that. And now it's exactly where I want. I ordered the 392 gears, and I'm running at 75. I think I'm running right at 2000 RPM. It's a little bit under. It's like 19 something. So as far as that, I don't have any problem with it downshifting, you know, on hills, stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend the 392s on 35s. On my last truck on the gas Hemi, even when you would hit hills, the truck would downshift with the 35s on it. It would stay in 7th gear most of the time. So I would recommend the 392s on gas or diesel if you're going to order one of these. The Ramboxes on these half tons, I don't have any of the alignment problems on this one. It looks like they did a really good job. I've seen a bunch of posters have issues with the the alignment, but these are really nice. They're really snug. And compared to my 3/4 ton, I think these seal a lot better. They're a lot tighter when they close. And I actually am not worried about my laptop being in there or worried about other stuff being in there, and not worried about these leaking as much as I did on the last one. So it's a nice tight close. It does have the bakflip MX4 on it. Both Ramboxes open. The only problem you're gonna have with the multifunction tailgate is you're gonna have a space right here, a gap. Now I put some rubber liner in there and we had to double it up. I'm gonna order some thicker weather strip to seal that off because you could see straight into the bed from there. It's gonna create a leak. So I needed a little bit more work on that, make it a little better, but for now it's just temporary fix. But just the multifunction tailgate has these openings because of the hinging. And if you look, I'll open that up and you can see how it's designed when it comes down. Like I said, we just stuck these on there. I want to try to get some 1 inch or 1.25 inch. I think those are 3/8, so that's why I had to use 2 of them. Like I said, the bakflip MX4 works just fine. I do like that the 1/2 ton MX4, or I don't know if they changed the design, but it doesn't have those plastic buckets on this. Actually, the hoses are connecting straight to the rail, which is a lot better. I had those buckets that would come off on my 3/4 ton, and it also had drains on the back of the 3/4 ton, so you had to have 4 holes in the bed. They just had to drill 2 up in the front for that install. The multifunction tailgate, most of you have seen it. It works pretty good. You've got the top button opens it like a standard. Bottom button opens it like a barn door. You can swing it open. You can see this frame stays in place. And then there's another handle here. And it opens up fully that way. So 35-inch tires, do clear, no stock suspension. Like I said, you gotta tap that bracket back a little bit and pull those fenders back with some zip ties. Like I said, we're at 0 rub. One of the nice things when you order a truck, I thought it was kind of a nice touch when you get your window sticker and it comes up, it comes with your name. So this vehicle was built especially for you. Kind of cool. That's just the inside. This week should do the, I think we're dropping it off, next week to get the BDS suspension installed. And then tomorrow it goes in and gets ceramic coating done. So we'll get some videos up on that. But just wanted to get a video up today, kind of the truck, some of the features. Appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button down the bottom right hand corner. Tap that like button, and it keeps these videos coming. Got any questions, drop them below. All right, so I'm gonna throw a couple photos up. I'm gonna throw the ones up of the truck cleaned up a little bit. Like I said, that's stock suspension. Then I'm also gonna throw up the Revel Performance links. You can order the links and the Daystar spacers directly from Revel Performance's site, and they'll ship both of them to you as a package deal. And I also have the 2-inch Mopar upper control arms. I've got the part numbers for those. Those will be in the photo coming up next too. That sheet that I took a photo of is actually the picture, all of the parts listed in the Mopar 2-inch kit. All you're gonna order is the 2 arms if you're doing it for the air suspension. Anyway, gonna throw those photos up. Take a look. Thanks for watching.